Now, I've been seeing everybody talking about Zach Wilson, Zach Wilson, Zach Wilson this, Zach Wilson that. Now, like I said, I don't know. We don't fake our reactions on this channel. I will say that what is so good about what he did? Like what? I really don't know what he did, to be honest. We got to get into it, but I never saw so many people just hype up Zach Wilson. I'm like, what the hell did he do? So we have to go straight to microphone and find out the news. Because I don't know what he did, bro. Zach Wilson is an NFL legend if this is true. A legend? You boosting him up that damn high? The dude can't even beat my Patriots. If he beat my Patriots, then I can see something like that. He can't even beat my Patriots. We got like, what, 4 or 5 picks off Zach Wilson? Maybe 6? But you telling me Zach Wilson is an NFL legend if this is true? Look, I don't know. We got to see. But anyways, man. Yo, what's up, Swag? Yeah, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, KLR, a.k.a. KL Swag. Back here with a video, man. Look, bro. We got to get into it because I don't know what the hell he talking about right here. Zach Wilson is an NFL legend. Legend if this is true. Hey, let's get into it. Let's see what it's about.
So if you remember last year,
Hey, make sure you subscribe to the channel, bro, because we trying to grow. And it really haven't been too much growing. Y'all been enjoying the videos, but make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications as well, man. Because at the end of the day, bro, Swag is going to be on top. And that means y'all going to be on top. And that means that we got some jerseys for y'all, man. I'm planning on doing some jersey giveaways, man. Some drip, man, to stay swagged up. And I do have a big picture posted real soon, man. But anyways, let's get into it.
Several videos on the Jacksonville Jaguars, who were an absolute poverty franchise. I mean, they selected the #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence. They decided to get Urban Meyer as his head coach. And for the entire season, we were talking about all the bizarre crap that Urban...
Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. I got allergies, so my nose... If I sneeze or whatever, bro, I'm sorry, bro. I got allergies, bro. I don't know what it is around my room. It got dust or whatever, but I got allergies, bro. Killing me right now.
Doing. And don't get me wrong.
Oh, that man Urban Meyer was
on the field wasn't that much better, but at the same time, you weren't hearing of his head coach grabbing ladies' crotches at the bar. And I don't want to say that this story is on the same tier as that, but I would say comically, it is definitely in the same stratosphere. So we have a great story to tell you guys here on the channel.
We're gonna see what story is about.
To the content. I am 2 days removed from surgery. Yeah, let me know if you could tell a difference in my energy. If it's a little off, I apologize, but make sure you drop a like, subscribe, and turn on our notifications to help the channel grow, because nothing will stop me from bringing you guys the content, especially when it's this funny or this awesome. If you think I talk too much in this content, we also make 1-minute shorts of this content that we upload onto Instagram at The Flight Mike or onto TikTok at Microphone NFL. We upload some of them onto YouTube, but the majority of them are on my Instagram and my TikTok. If you
All right, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Microphone, I love you, dog, but we gotta get past this.
Mic check 1 2 1 2 2. What's going on, everybody? The 2021 NFL Drafts.
Damn, they hit me with the ad real quick. You probably said, "Hey, you gonna rush me? I'm gonna hit you with the ad." Skip.
QB class boasted one of the most iconic quarterback classes that we've seen since quite possibly the 2004 NFL Drafts QB class. Now, I know it's still relatively early, but whenever there's been 5 quarterbacks selected in the first round, then you can't deny the fact that it's an absolutely game-changing QB class. And ultimately, things didn't really go as expected. I mean, the #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence, went to the Jacksonville Jaguars, where, with all due respect to the Jaguars, his first season was completely mismanaged. I mean, there were many people already calling Trevor Lawrence a bust, and there were flashes of brilliance from Trevor Lawrence, don't get me wrong.
You don't have a support system.
Pairing a rookie quarterback who needed to be developed with a rookie head coach who had success in the NCAA, although the success is fairly questionable. We made a video on that if you want to check it out. I mean, hell, man, if you look at Trevor Lawrence's stats this season, it is not a pretty picture at all whatsoever. But that's before we get to the other quarterbacks quarterbacks in this entire group. As a matter of fact, the main quarterbacks that we were covering from the 2021 NFL Draft QB class was one Trevor Lawrence because of how comically dysfunctional it was in Jacksonville, and the other being Mac Jones because he was actually fulfilling his expectations. And that's more of a testament to the situation he was drafted to. That's more of a testament to the greatness of his head coach, Bill Belichick. Now, of course, some of his other transactions as a general manager may have not translated well from last year to this year, but if you're a New England Patriots fan, you can't deny the fact that you're rebuilding and your team has a direction. Well, what about the other quarterbacks? Well, we're going to see what Trey Lance is made of this year, the number 3 overall pick who spent most of his year sitting behind Jimmy Garoppolo on the bench. And
we're going to see what happens.
Into, I don't want to say Patrick Mahomes 2.0, but that's at least what the San Francisco 49ers are angling and hoping for. And that leaves us with Justin Fields, who was essentially in Trevor Lawrence's situation, but a much lighter version of it, because although his head coach was horrifically dysfunctional and clearly did not know how to put Justin Fields in the situation to succeed, at least you didn't hear stories about Matt Nagy grabbing ladies' crotches at bars or kicking his kickers for missing field goals during the preseason. Yes, those are both actually things that Urban Meyer did. So this all brings us to the number 2 overall pick of last year's NFL draft, Zach Wilson, who, with all due respect to Zach Wilson, probably was placed in one of the better situations to succeed with a brand new head coach brought in by the New York Jets and Robert Saleh. Hell, his offensive coordinator is the brother of Green Bay Packers head coach Matt LaFleur. His offensive coordinator is Mike LaFleur. And at least from a personnel standpoint, things looked pretty good for the New York Jets. Yeah, there were some question marks on this team, but the defense seemed up and coming with the likes of Quinnen Williams on the defensive line. They signed Carl Lawson last year as well. They had CJ Mosley. And on offense, they signed Corey Davis to a gigantic contract. And of course, they already had Mekhi Becton and drafted Elijah Vera Tucker over there as well. And they were hoping that some of these players would break out alongside Zach Wilson, and it would result in them at least getting some wins this year. Ultimately, Zach Wilson had a horrific year. Now, that's kind of something that we should have all seen coming. After all, Zach Wilson was just in his rookie season, and this is a rebuilding team. Well, the New York Jets were even more aggressive this past year. I mean, in the offseason, they went ahead and drafted the likes of Sauce Gardner, then Garrett Wilson, before drafting Jermaine Johnson II. All of these players were done in the first round, mind you. Easily everyone's biggest winner of the NFL draft this year, at least the first round. And then in free agency, they decided to sign CJ Uzomah, who was coming off of a huge season for the Cincinnati Bengals. And Marcus Joyner hasn't necessarily had the opportunity to make his impact felt last year. Hopefully, the addition of that will be felt this year. This team is definitely on the up and up, and at least on paper, it seems like this team could, at the very minimum, make it to the wild card. Now, you might be saying, okay, Mike, that's all fine and dandy, but what does this have to do with today's story? Well, it seems like Zach Wilson has been taking additional wins this offseason. As a matter of fact, one of Zach Wilson's wide receivers, Braxton Berrios, even had this to say about Wilson, saying that Zach Wilson aged so much mentally and physically since last year. Berrios said that he saw things slow down for Zach Wilson during the final weeks of the 2021 season, and he believes the work that Wilson has put in on all fronts will pay off with more success this fall. Everything is there from a physical standpoint, and now everything from his mental standpoint has aged so much since just a year ago that I can't wait. Again, I hate talking about it. I hate hype. I can't stand it, but I can't wait to see him in week 1 and see what he can do, because he's in a much different place than he was last year. And I guess you could say that Zach Wilson has aged so much mentally because one of his recent decisions went absolutely viral on Twitter. So I'm going to take you through this entire story because Zach Wilson has been trending on Twitter all day as a result of this. So if you remember, Zach Wilson was dating a girl by the name of Abigail. I mean, you didn't really hear much about them.
He looks straight. I know she rich because he rich as hell. But wait, the They look weird as hell, though.
It's like a typical story of a successful NFL QB bagging himself a fairly attractive woman, and more props to him. I mean, there's multiple pictures of them together during the NFL draft. Apparently, these two broke up, and his girlfriend, Zach Wilson's ex-girlfriend, started dating Zach Wilson's #1 wide receiver in BYU, Dax Milne. Now, Dax Milne currently plays for the Washington Commanders, but there's a whole storyline to this.
Okay, so what that mean? I mean, let me chill out. Cause she stopped being with him. Now she busting the other nigga. I mean, okay.
And bear in mind, this is stuff that Abigail just all alleges. The reason why Zach Wilson and his ex-girlfriend are no longer together, and why the ex-girlfriend is now dating his ex-best friend, is absolutely bizarre. So get a load of this. So the stadium tweeted out saying, "Who doesn't love a little gossip? Word on the IG streets is that Zach Wilson's ex-girlfriend is now dating his former BFF, a BYU roommate, and current Washington Commanders wide receiver, Dax Milne."
Got lingering odors? Grab Febreze Small Spaces. Press firmly to activate, and Small Spaces continuously
what's so big about that,
prevents odors to freshen up any small room for up to 45 days.
God damn, bro. I should have watched his ass out there.
You're gonna reconsider this whole morning thing. With
damn, bro. I'm trying to see, bro. What's so good about this?
Wilson and Dax Milne no longer follow each other on Twitter or on Instagram. So you might be thinking, Mike, who the hell cares about this gossip? But wait, there's more. Because on Instagram, there was a guy that commented homie hopper, where Abby responded to this comment saying that Zach Wilson was sleeping with his mom's best friend, and that's the real homie hopper.
Zach Wilson, you was getting it in like that. You was getting it in like that. Sleeping with who?
Each other on Twitter or on Instagram. So you might be thinking, Mike, who the hell cares about this gossip? But wait, there's more. Because on Instagram, there was a guy that commented homie hopper, where Abby responded to this comment saying that Zach Wilson was sleeping with his mom's best friend, and that's the
his mom's best friend? What? She had to be bad. She had to be bad. She had to be bad. Mom's best friend? You was going with your mom? That's some boring shit. That's some boring shit. You was in it with your mom's best friend? Okay.
Real homie hopper. Those are some wild allegations. So apparently the reason why Abby decided to break up with Zach Wilson was because Zach Wilson was sleeping with his mom's best friend. But wait, there's a lot more to this story.
Mom's best friend?
It's a little interesting because there's a chance that this might not even be true. So here's why it's really crazy, okay? Dax Milne posted this picture onto his Instagram with the caption, "Word on the street." The comments to this picture have been turned off. So Neil Powell is Zach Wilson's and Dax Milne's former BYU teammate, and he actually liked these two tweets, and this is apparently what went down. The first tweet saying, "I think she made that stuff up about him being with his mom's friend to cover her own ass." And then Erica Masola, shout out to her, one of the day ones of this channel, back when I was making Madden content, tweeted out, "Dax Milne broke bro code and can never be forgiven for that. It really be your own people," with the snake emoji. That means that out of—
But don't get me wrong though, bro. I know a lot of niggas that was fucking on their friends, fucking on their girlfriends and stuff like that, switching and stuff like that, bro. I know dudes right now that was getting with their friend, getting with their girlfriend friend after they break up, then the other dude get with the girlfriend friend. Like they were just fucking each other girlfriends, bro. Like I know dudes right now that did this shit. I never been that type of person to do that. Nobody can't fuck my bitch like that. Can't do that. Not even the other females. I pick wisely.
all the possible scenarios that could have occurred, there really only is 2 scenarios. The first one being Zach Wilson slept with his mom's best friend, and as a result, his ex-girlfriend found out and decided to break up with him as a result of it. So in order to get the ultimate revenge on Zach Wilson, she then decided to start dating Dax Milne, who was Zach Wilson's best friend and college roommate, and as a result, a friendship between 2 young men has been dissolved. Or what could have happened is Zach Wilson and his girlfriend broke up. His ex-girlfriend decided to make this rumor up in order to cover her ass as to why they broke up, so she could come up with an alibi to date Zach Wilson's best friend from college. At this point, I'm kind of convinced that she's dating Dax, which, again, Zach Wilson's #1 wide receiver in college and former best friend, just to get Zach Wilson a little angry. And she may have created this rumor of the reason why Zach Wilson and her aren't together anymore is because Zach Wilson slept with his mom's best friend in order to kind of hurt Zach Wilson's reputation. And the funny thing is, if that was what she did, because this is all something I'm just hypothesizing on my own, the exact opposite effect took place. You're having multiple people on social media coming out and just talking about how legendary Zach Wilson is. As a matter of fact, Zach Wilson is so freaking legendary that we're currently giving away 3 of his jerseys on my Twitter account.
That's crazy. All you have
to do is follow me on Twitter, like and retweet the tweet.
So everybody go and chase because
there's multiple scenarios that could have taken play here, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Zach Wilson is the face of the New York Jets. He didn't necessarily have the greatest first season, but he is primed for a pretty phenomenal second season, considering how awesome the New York Jets offseason was.
That's crazy.
In terms of Dax Milne, man, I really hope it works out for him on the Washington Commanders, because if it doesn't, good luck trying to reach out to your old best friend from college to potentially get a shot at the New York Jets practice squad.
Damn.
It's not necessarily the greatest move for your career and a horrible bridge to burn at that, but burning bridges aside and social favors aside, that's not something you do to your college best friend, bro.
Yeah, you don't do
we
that.
might be looking at Dax Milne and saying, oh, he was able to score Zach Wilson's.
But to be honest, I'm gonna cut it off. To be honest, dudes, that's what dudes be doing, bro. That's what dudes be doing. I mean, it couldn't be your best friend at the end of the day because now he's smacking that ass. Hey, it is what it is, man. I feel like it's not too crazy, but like I said, the bitch could be lying. She probably lying or whatever because she mad or whatever like that. Or it probably is true. Zach Wilson like he be pulling them hoes. So he probably was smacking their mama's best friend. Shit. If she was bad, yeah, you know. But Zach wasn't like he be pulling. So, hey, I mean, his ex, yeah, she's straight. But, damn. The other dude, he's stupid. That's why he turned out them comments. But I love you guys. I'll see you guys next video, man. My damn allergies killing me.